So from one seeded Dane to another, it's the number 3 seed in the men's singles, P.Gade of Denmark up against England's R.Ouseph. Well, what a remarkable athlete this man is. P.Gade, 34 years of age. Grace Chia, our umpire for this match. And P.Gade, remarkably, playing in his 11th World Championships. First ever World Championships was in Lausanne back in 1995.
And who picked him?
You, Morten.
Yes.
Yep. And do you remember who he lost to in the first round? Let me help you out. Jens Olsen. And he was so upset afterwards, but bitterly disappointed. Well, look at this. World number 3, world ranking. And a win-loss record for this year that's very, very healthy indeed. In fact, he's reached 3 finals already this year, the Super Series finals, the Indian Super Series event, and also Indonesia as well. And what is so remarkable is that this man in the top 4 seeds at the World Championships, and that's dating back to the first time he was seeded, 1999. He was the number 1 seed, lost in the semi-final that particular year. He has, in fact, been 4 times medalist in these World Championships, a silver and 3 bronze. So his record over the years and his longevity of remaining at the top of world badminton, absolutely extraordinary. Well, his opponent today, 24-year-old R.Ouseph, will turn 25 at the end of this month, 30th to be precise, 27 in the world rankings. And as you can see, his win-loss record for the year in the negative. I have to say, it's been a disappointment for him so far in 2011, having had a wonderful result last year by winning the US Grand Prix event. Went back to America just last month to try and defend that title, and unfortunately for him, lost in the second round. Not the sort of preparation he wanted for these World Championships, but there's no doubting that he's fired up for it. And I was talking to a teammate of yours, former teammate or compatriot anyway, there's our umpire from Singapore, and I can tell you that that is Grace Chia from Singapore. And is that Eva Kessel? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll get that to you when we can. But yes, I was chatting to Kenneth Jonassen, who of course is now the singles coach, head singles coach in England. There he is, nearest to us. Peter Jeffrey sitting next to him. And certainly, Kenneth Jonassen was telling me this morning, I was saying how well I thought Sarah Walker did yesterday. Wildcard entry in the women's singles, lost to Pi Hong Yan, but I said, you must be pleased with her performance. He said, no, we've still got so much to work on. He's a hard taskmaster, isn't he?
He is. Looking for perfection.
Yeah. He was a wonderful player himself. Twice seeded number 2 in the World Championships was Kenneth Jonassen, but never progressed further than quarterfinals.
Quarterfinals, yes. Yeah, sometimes he got a little bit too nervous when it was getting very exciting.
Yeah.
It happened a few times in the Thomas Cup as well, when the whole team was
Ladies and gentlemen,
expecting him to perform, and then
on my left, Peter Hoeg,
he didn't manage to perform as well as what was expected.
And on my right, Rajiv, England.
Well, no question of the home support here for Rajiv
Peter
Hoeg.
Hoeg, serve, level, play.
had a wonderful World Championships a year ago, did Ouseph. Reached the last 16, where he lost out to the world #1, Lee Chong-wei. But in the second round, he had beaten the #11 seed, Jan Jorgensen, in 2 straight games. So there's no doubting Ouseff's talent. But the ominous thing for English fans, Morten, is the fact that this is the 7th meeting between these two players. Previous 6 occasions they've played each other, and Ouseph hasn't even taken a game, let alone a match.
Yeah, and most likely he will not do it again today. But I think it's going to be a fair competition. I think that Ouseph is a good player, and he's pushing Peter. Last time we saw them, I think, was in Qingdao in China for the CDM Cup. And it was actually a good match.
Yeah, they actually played each other in Singapore as well in the last 16.
They did so, yes.
Yep.
Yes, they did.
2 straight games.
Yeah.
11 and 13.
I remember that in Qingdao that Ouseph had lots of good fortune with his attack from his backhand side straight down the line to Peter's forehand.
That's landed in. So what is it, Morten, about these two players then? You know, you've alluded to the fact that obviously P.Gade is the favourite for this. He's the higher ranked player. But is there something in their styles of play that makes it very difficult for Ouseph to beat Gade?
Yeah, Peter is a very steady player. He doesn't give a lot away. He doesn't score a lot of points anymore. You know, 34 of age, the smash is not what it used to be, but he's a very, very steady all-rounder. And Ouseph just seems not to be able to push Peter in pace or be able to play more steady, make less mistakes and all that. So it becomes like Ouseph is not the same as Peter, but their style of play is a little bit the same. And he's just 20% less somehow,
yeah.
if that explains it.
Yeah.
See, that's, I know it's the right shot, everything, but it's just a few inches out.
Yeah.
And it's not supposed to happen. If he's got to have a chance against Peter, he's got to keep them in.
It's surprising to me that Ouseph is only playing his 2nd World Championships. Of course, the entire England team withdrew from the World Championships in Hyderabad in 2009. But, you know, he's 24 years of age.
Yeah. I agree. When you looked at just on the other court, Toby Penty was playing, and I guess, what is he, 18?
He's still a junior, I know that.
Yeah, because I've been coaching against him on the junior side for a few years now.
Yeah.
See, it's really well played of Peter. It's not taking any chances, just keeping it going, and eventually Ouseph is making the mistake. We're talking fraction, but it's still out, and it's enough. He's got to keep them in.
Born in Hounslow, not far from here, Ouseph. Goodness me, is he all right?
Yeah, nothing happens. Nothing happened.
3-6.
One awful moment. I thought he'd twisted his ankle. No, just lost his footing.
Yeah.
Rajiv.
But interesting where the attacking shot was directed.
Yes, it was to the forehand of Peter, and again, it's caught Peter a bit by surprise. But that's where we saw in China that Ouseph can actually score. And he's got to exploit that.
Both these men, medalists at the last European Championships. R.Ouseph there, bronze medal, lost out to Jan Jorgensen, the man he'd beaten at the World Championships last year. And this man, 5 times European champion. In fact, my understanding is he's played 5 times and won 5 times. He's never lost in the European Championships.
Oh, that's a lucky defence.
Service over.
Well, you call it lucky, I call it remarkable.
Instinct.
That's the thing. Sometimes, I mean, we sit here and we analyse games and look at it all in a logical way, but an awful lot of badminton has to be instinct. You've got to just be instinctively knowing where to move, instinctively playing a shot, because there simply isn't time to always have the thought process.
No. Anticipation is so important.
A little bit of luck,
Service
for
over.
which he immediately raises his hand in apology.
4. Well,
he may be 34 years of age, but you cannot afford to hit short to P.Gade, because he will dispatch it in double quick time. It really is quite remarkable, though, Morten, his longevity. You know, when you think that he first became world #1 on the 4th of November 1997, when he was 20 years old.
Yes.
Here he is, 34. He's #3 in the world.
Yeah. He's only been downhill since. That's a bad joke. It's remarkable. It's really fantastic he's been able to do that. He's kept in the top 3 or 4 for, I don't know how many years. It's unbelievable.
So a 7-point advantage at the mid-game interval.
Men ellers det fint, han har fået en smash-mulighed, ikke? Den har du så hurtigere reddet. Men udover det, så det fint.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Okay, come on.
Well, can you tell us what was being said there by both sets of coaches?
I can tell you the Danes, the Danish camp, and there's no doubt that it's about keeping R.Ouseph away from attacking too much, and they're quite happy they succeeded. He's only smashed once or twice.
11-4.
In terms of length of court, the shots, just asking him to punch it as hard as he can. He can't play it out on the baseline. That was for Peter. I'm not sure what happened for R.Ouseph. I'm sure they did not speak Danish, so...
Nicely done. It must be quite difficult, though, for Kenneth Jonassen there to coach against the player that he spent so much time practicing with, and they were good friends off court too.
Very good friends. But Kenneth has tried to beat Peter for 10 years, and he hardly ever succeeded. So now he's just sitting on the bench of the coaches and then trying, see if he can do it from there.
Oh dear, that's a bad miss.
Big miss.
I
don't think Jonassen ever did beat him in international competitions, though, did he?
No, I'm not sure. No, I don't think he did.
No.
He won on a few occasions when they were very young, and then a few times back in Denmark.
It's too flat, it's gone long of the back line. And I just wonder if that really horrible miss just a moment ago.
Yeah.
Made him slightly hesitant coming forward on this one. Missed it.
Service over. 6-13. Service over. 14-6.
Without getting into trouble, hopefully, I would say that obviously, from a personal point of view, I hope Peter is winning. He's Danish, I'm Danish. I'm obviously looking at it from the other side and looking at R.Ouseph as well. And you know, he's got to go home and practice some more safety in his shots. You know, the amount of mistakes he's making on what I would call unforced errors. For this kind of level, it's unforced. And you know, he's 15-6 down, and he had made at least 10 of the 15 points for Peter is unforced errors. And you know, he can't afford that. That's obviously really well played by Peter. Point given. No trouble on that. But I'm telling you, there are 10 points he's just given away on playing mistakes into the net, or even, you know, playing out on the baseline and stuff like that.
Well, another thing that strikes me, and we saw it in that last rally, is there's a real contrast when these two men come to the net. P.Gade has got his racket arm outstretched. Yeah. He's taking it early. He's got good posture. He's looks a threat to me when he's coming forward, even when he's not coming from above the shuttle. But he's taking a nice early net shot. And in contrast, I feel that there isn't enough intimidation from R.Ouseph when he comes forward. His racket carriage is very low. He seems to take it much later, and therefore there's no threat to his opponents.
No, you can, and especially a player like Peter. He's the top 3 or 4 in the world, and been in for so many years, as we've just talked about. But it's the one particular area in his game that's really, really good. It's the front court. The front court of Peter's play is really good. And that's what you're mentioning, how he's getting in really early and all that.
Well, R.Ouseph did remarkably well in that rally earlier on, around the back shot.
7-17.
Desperation shot, in all honesty. Here it comes. Oops, I don't think he knew much about that.
Oh, well, you got it back. It's out. Oof.
Well, I have to say, that is about the first time that I've seen a high forehand serve from R.Ouseph for many matches that I've watched him.
Service over. 8-18. Service over. 19-8.
Yeah, I very much take your point, Morten. The more I watch this, the more I'm sort of thinking, how is R.Ouseph going to hurt Gade on a regular basis in rally after rally?
That's exactly my point. You know, it's like 20% or 30% or whatever in all areas of the game.
Yeah. Super. Nice angle, nice disguise.
20. Game point 8.
forced R.Ouseph to play the high backhand. From there, he was in trouble. But what a glorious shot to finish the rally.
So many options on the last one. He could have done anything.
Yeah. 12 game points for the Dane.
Game.
21-8.
First game won by P.Gade, 21-8.
Yeah, that emphasises the point you were making, more unforced error. So the opening game in double quick time, just 15 minutes, 21-8 in favour of the number 3 seed.
Might even be worse than Singapore. Was that 11 and 14?
11 and 13.
11 and 13.
Men jeg tror, han kommer til at løfte mere væk og prøve at være stor for at træde langt frem. Så det er vigtigt, at du bruger overspilningen og at du bruger tiderne.
So, goodness me, look, more than 3 times as many unforced errors from R.Ouseff's racket.
And it's all how you view it and how you do the stats.
Yeah, but look at the overhead winners
as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think some of the shots that R.Ouseph was missing as well was unforced for this level of play.
Yeah. You have to fight, be aggressive.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Didn't seem to be offering too much tactical advice, more of a encouragement there.
Yeah. In my view, he's got to change, the whole approach, how he's going to view this match, and
Second game.
He's got to find.
The ball.
I don't know. In Danish we call it spidskompetence. It means you got to find somewhere where you're really good. You got to find, 1 or 2 weapons.
Yeah.
And Lars said to Peter that he should watch out, that maybe R.Ouseph doesn't want to play too much net and play a lot away from the net, and just be prepared to work from the baseline a bit more. I know a shot like that probably will not go into the stats of an unforced error, but in my book for that level here, it is an unforced error.
Yeah. I concur. Yeah, that's definitely an unforced error, isn't it?
Exactly.
2 love.
That's not.
No.
3 love.
But it was the quality net shot from Gade that forced the short lift. Look where Gade's feet are as he plays this shot. He's not even at the double service line there.
Yeah.
No wonder he could play the winner.
But it was all set up by a good net shot.
257. And just to put that into perspective, Ivo Karlovic, fastest ever tennis serve, it's 251.
4 love.
And in all honesty, as far as English fans are concerned, this is not the start to the second game they wanted. Disappointment, obviously, for the fans here in Wembley, seeing their home player go down in the first, 21-8.
Yeah, it is obviously disappointing from an English point of view.
Service over.
A little bit of luck.
1-4.
But he's got to make some changes. He's got to find ways and say, okay, how am I going to do this? And then put all the eggs into one basket and then go for it. Do something.
just long. I was going to say, Morten, you know, okay, I appreciate the comment there. I know he's got to change because playing like this, he's going to be beaten quite easily. What a good call by the line judge. Yeah. Goodness me. But what has he got to do? Does he go all-out attack, or is it okay? Just all-out attack. Every opportunity, hit the shuttle down.
And he's got to keep Peter away from the net, play it into the court, and then whenever a lift is coming, he's got to attack it. And he have to dare to play the net there exactly, and then obviously he's there to stay in exactly what he's doing there. Good lift from Peter.
Gone wide. Yeah, it's a better rally.
Yeah, much better.
Service over. 2-5.
Yeah, there we go. You couldn't have urged me, could he? No, we're too far away.
I hope not, otherwise I will get trouble in the Danish camp.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Back level.
But there's been a dramatic change in the approach over the last four rallies or so. Dramatic change.
Yeah, 5 straight points to go into the lead.
Service over. 6-all.
That's where Peter is good, attacking the short serve. Really good at that.
Oh, that's just incredible.
That's a very good shot.
7-6.
Gets behind the shuttle well, leaps in the air, brushes across the feathers, creating disguise, bringing it down so steeply. Well, just eventually in that rally, R.Ouseph outmaneuvered. Look, the shuttle's gone way past him. Very difficult to control your shots unless you're taking the shuttle above your head or in front of you. Missed it.
9-6.
Greeted with absolute silence from the crowd. Collective disappointment. Yeah, it was definitely wide. Well, he's tried that cross-court drive from deep in the forehand corner just once too often. Got advantage in the opening game, but not that time.
No, but I still think the choice was right. He just knows he's got to run. He knows that drop shot is coming and he's got to get there.
Brilliant.
Beautiful.
11-6,
Well
interval.
6 straight points from 5-6 down to 11-6 up at the mid-game interval.
That's a nice ankle.
Så lige nu er der plads til det der. Så bare blande dem ind i igen. Blande dem ind i krydserne. Det er ikke fordi, du ikke må lave. Men vi skal bare have begge dele med, så det varierer. Så kan man stå på noget, og så er det dig, der styrer, så er det bare et spørgsmål om tid, inden der er en åbning, ikke? Så får lige en svæber eller to med ind her snart.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Okay, come on. 1 point at a time, yeah.
Advice from R.Ouseph.
He's saying that R.Ouseph is playing a lot of cross-court shots, and I agree with that. And I think one particular thing he said, it's just a matter of time. Your chance will come, he will make the mistake, or you will make the winner.
Service over. 7-11.
He's dropped his racket. Goodness me, picked it up. What on earth? How on earth?
12-7.
Come on, let's have another trick. Well, that was just extraordinary. Look, his racket's gone from his hand. Picked it up again. Retrieved the next shot from R.Ouseph.
And carries on.
And carries on and wins the rally. Was quite obvious that he needed to towel down the grip on his racket, which he's been doing. Well, seen it all now.
Service over. 8-12.
Gone wide.
9-12.
Yeah. Watching it more and more now, Morton, the attacks down the P.Gade forehand side. Forcing errors or forcing a mistake.
Yes.
Oh, it's landed way in.
And that's why I don't understand why on a number of occasions he's actually chosen to go cross-court from the backhand side, R.Ouseph. And obviously I would have gone straight, but seems like a slight gap there and an opportunity for R.Ouseph to exploit it.
13.
There's more urgency in his style of play now, R.Ouseph, in comparison to the opening game. It looks as if he wants it more. There's more, you know, let's try and take it early. Let's try and do something positive with the shuttle.
Yeah, I agree. But I think the overall approach in the first set, you know, if you look at it from a point of view, say, I want to win this match. I can't play well in just one game. I have to play well in 2 games. So, you know, when it says love all play first set, you go. He's not giving himself the best of chances, you know. You've got to win 2 sets to win.
Oh, it's precision smash once again from Bede.
14-11.
Yeah, that's really well played.
Won the European Junior Championships back in 2005, did this man. Silver medalist last year at the Commonwealth Games in Delhi.
Next to who?
Lee Chong-wei.
Lee Chong-wei, obviously, yes, of course.
But the best he's done in a Super Series event is a quarter-final. That was the French last year. Now, just 1 point, the deficit.
Service over. 15-13.
Not the right one to try the attacking shot, or just didn't come over it enough?
I think it's a bit of a desperate shot. Against Peter, this is not even a half chance. It's more he's tempting you.
Yeah. Oh, that's wild. Goodness me.
16-13.
Not even close.
No, not even close. Out on the doubles as well.
Service over. 14-16.
So who's the winner of this match going to play?
Well, I was just looking at that. Either Pukov or Arabi of Israel or the Russian Pukov. Just checking to see whether that match has already been played on one of the adjoining courts. No, scheduled for 7 o'clock tonight. A couple of hours' time. Oh, put away with venom.
Service over.
I like when you say that.
17-15.
It's a good following. Really well played, Peter.
16-17.
Yes, I just felt he had upped the pace in that rally.
Yes, he did. He really did. And R.Ouseph was completely gone. Never would have got that one. That's good. That's good play. Really good play.
17-0.
Back level.
For the first time since Lovell.
No, 5-all.
Can never win, can I?
He was 1-5 down, and remember
That's true.
he
That's
won
true.
5 straight points.
That's 6-5 up, yeah.
6-5 up, yeah.
Service over. 18-17.
Super neck shot from the Dane. It's about the only thing R.Ouseph could try was that cross-court net.
Yeah, that was it. Options were very limited.
37 minutes this match has been in progress. Both players taking the opportunity to towel down, take on board some liquid. Good anticipation.
Service over. 18-0.
Yeah, that's done it twice now. Also did it like just 2 or 3 rallies ago. Scored another point on it. Clever play.
Oh,
That's why I say he's very difficult to serve to.
19-18.
wasn't the best of low serves either. Look how it popped up over the net, really invited the attacking play. But you still got to make it count. P.Gade doing precisely that. Oh, how did he get that back? Oh, and then R.Ouseph missing with his push from the net, and that error brings up match point for the number 3 seed, P.Gade. Remarkable defence.
Yeah. It was well played by R.Ouseph and really well played by Peter. The second game has been so much better than the first.
Yeah, indeed.
Trouble.
Short.
Trouble.
Yeah. So, P.Gade of Denmark, the number 3 seed, the 34-year-old from R.Ouseph in Denmark. 2 straight games, he keeps his record going against R.Ouseph in 7 meetings now. The English national champion has never taken a game off this great Danish player. 21-8, 21-18. And a job well done, but my goodness, he was pushed a lot harder in that second game. 41 minutes in duration. And Gade safely through to the second round.